Great to meet you, this is MiriQL Movies and I want to share my experience with Blizzard customer support. Over the years I've contacted the customer support on many occasions during different expansions, and I've noticed clearly that the support has become worse and worse over the years. Let it be because of the change in management, hiring inexperienced employees, or changing the support policies as a whole. I think it's unfair and frankly unacceptable towards the players. Let's start with the issue that I am currently having with World of Warcraft. I submitted a ticket through the help system regarding a bug that the reward chests at the end of the Crack Elf training scenario would become unavailable to me because my warrior Valkyr came down from the sky and smite me for failing to kill a mob in time. The Telemancer did his job right and portal me out, but my Valkyr did not care about this and killed me outside the ruins. I had to release Spirit, and what do you know, it removed me from the instance group. I ran back only to find no corpse at the entrance, so I had to use the Spirit Healer to rest myself. I went back to Terrasia and she gave me no option to go back and get my rewards. My request was to get the contents of the chests mailed to my character Brass Brew. I got a reply within an hour and it states this. Greetings. Thank you for getting in touch with us and sorry to hear that you have some trouble with the Withered Army training scenario and the rewards from it. We are aware that some people are having some trouble with this, and while we are actively looking into it currently, we'd still appreciate if you took the time to also make a bug report from the in-game help menu about this via the Report a Bug button. That way our developers gets the best and most accurate information and can more efficiently narrow down on any problems as soon as possible. Unfortunately, we are not able to confirm what level of reward anyone would have gotten via the scenario. As such, we can't restore any losses from the scenario, not completing it fully for you, nor we are able to grant another try at it. We do realize that the scenario is an important part of the Nightfall and reputation gain for the week, and we hope that multitude of quests in Suramar, as well as the many world quests and the emissary quest, will help you get the reputation you need. If the problem was caused by disconnecting from the game, do please follow the instructions for the troubleshooting disconnects here. Finally, we would like to thank you for your patience and understanding while we look into this issue around the scenario and hope you are having great time in Legion. Let's continue with the issue that I'm currently having with Blizzard's customer service. Now, I don't know if they denied my rewards because it was a bug or because they think I was asking for handouts and to get free rep. Honestly, I wouldn't blame them for suspecting it because the rep is the hardest to get anyway, and they might just get thousands of tickets asking for free shit, especially with the legendaries these days. But they have systems to check what my character did an hour ago. Every gaming company has that. They can see when you looted something, destroyed something, traded something, killed something. They can definitely see when I died, where I died, and what killed me. And the fact that I was not able to loot the chests. If they denied the rewards because it's a bug, then I see this as a grand failure for the support. I pay this product, and when the product fails to work as intended, to cause me loss of time and resources, I expect to receive them as compensation in some form or another. Blizz owns the game, and any accountant plays it. Sure, and they can grant or deny whatever they want. But what's the point of having customer support then? Telling me to go complete more world quests to get my loss rep that way isn't the solution. It's an option, and I choose to not accept it. Lastly, telling me to lose more of my time to submit a bug report about the same issue is clearly a way to defer the customer to another department and avoiding responsibility. Customers hate to repeat themselves, and they certainly don't like to be thrown at another department that only gathers bug reports, but in actuality doesn't solve any customer concerns. They only collect feedback. They don't answer questions. Offering to submit a report on customer's behalf is already a step to help the customer, but I received no such comfort. So that's an FCR no with bottom box results for you. I was online when I received this answer, and it's the first time I've ever had to read an email from the customer support while I was online. How is this different from the previous times I contacted their support, you ask? Well, if you played since vanilla and TBC, you know that there were in-game physical GM characters that appeared in front of you, sometimes even deciding to randomly reveal themselves to a whole raid group in an instance. This doesn't happen anymore, and it's most probably due to policy changes. This shouldn't hurt the player experience though. They always contact you back via chat if you're online. They confirm your issue, ask questions if the report didn't include needed details, and provide a solution then and there. If not, they always escalate. There wasn't a single legitimate issue that wasn't able to be solved. Sadly, it has come to this, where the GMs are sending a customized template and ignoring the fact that your issues aren't solved. They're just answered, hoping that the customer won't contact back or closes the ticket due to a ridiculous waiting time after you reopen it. I got my first reply within an hour and you're telling me I need to wait for 3 days to have the same, or hopefully another GM please, to look at it again. Yeah, Blizzard released a new expansion with a random element to receive legendary gear, which probably generates 10,000 tickets a day just asking for handouts. But that doesn't mean that the rest of us with real issues deserve to be denied like this. Customer isn't always right, I know that. Most of the time they're idiots. They want too much, think they're entitled to free shit because of their dedication or interest. But the ones that lose something because of the product doesn't work as intended, those still need proper assistance. It's not anymore about the lost rep or the lost loot, but it's about the principle of assisting your customers. I'm not the only one that has received such bland and unprofessional answers either. I'm going to share a story that I heard from my guildmate. So he tried to complete a quest as a warlock, but was not able to because the phasing technology phased out the quest giver every time he tried to get to him. The customer support provided a solution where my mate had to go to an external website, unofficial source, to find a solution. And that website was called wowhead.com. And the comments were filled with the same concern as my mate had. There was no solution. There was only either it works or it doesn't. Correct answer here would have been asked for more patience, wait for a hotfix, and again, submitting the bug report on the customer's behalf. Let me be clear that in no circumstances you refer a customer to an external company for assistance, because that's how you lose money. If your support department is an outsourced company, then Blizzard will swiftly stop paying your employer when you send them to generate revenue to a third-party ad-filled website. They aren't even a proper support. It's a player-managed forum. Also, if you're not outsourced, your team suffers from the unprofessionalism that one GM provides. Even though wowhead.com does provide a great help to the player base, you have to remember that they aren't Blizzard and should not act in Blizzard's stead. They use Blizzard content to generate ad revenue, and they're not interested or qualified to fix player issues. Anyway, by the time I was recording this audio, I received the answer from my reopened ticket, and in my disappointment I realized that it is 50% the same answer copy-pasted either by the same or a different GM, which makes my concern about the Blizzard customer support even more valid. Look at this. Greetings. Thank you for getting in touch with us, and sorry to hear that you have some trouble with the Withered Army training scenario and the rewards from it. You're receiving this message as our game masters looked into your issue carefully and verified that the problem you reported is something we are unable to assist you with. Unfortunately, we can't restore ancient mana spent on any other losses from the scenario, nor we are able to grant another try at it. If you picked up some chests, but didn't get the chance to loot them at the end of your run, you'll be able to pick them up again on your next run. We understand this can be frustrating, but rest assured, our developers are looking into the issue and doing their best to resolve any potential bug as soon as possible. We do realize that the scenario is an important part of the Nightfall and reputation gain for the week, and we hope that the multitude of quests in Suramar as well as the many world quests and the MSC request will help you get the reputation you need. Please accept our apologies for any inconvenience or annoyance this issue may be causing you in the meantime. Thank you again for your patience while this matter is investigated. If your problem was caused by disconnecting from the game, please follow the instructions for troubleshooting disconnect here. Anyway, you can see the bug that I'm talking about in the background. Not to just pull my issues out of my ass, because this is a real issue and all warriors are facing it. Anyway, this was my experience with Blizzard's customer service. If you had any stories to share, I'd like to hear them, So put them in the comments below. And remember, keep your feet on the ground. And while we are talking, I'd like to share some channel updates. So YouTube is adding some sort of social element community tab in all pages. That may happen next year. When that happens, my Facebook page will be shut down. I will not be posting anything in that fucking website Facebook. Twitter, I will still share my videos on Twitter, but I'm very inactive in that because my workplace currently is blocking Twitter access and I can't check Twitter while I'm working. About some of the series that I'm making, you may see that the Heroic Highlights has stopped. Basically, the last proper machinima was done 5 months ago with the chicken thing. I've actually transferred it to my second channel called MiriQL Games, and it's less edited than before, so it's not machinima anymore. It's just maybe like cut gameplay stuff. It's still the same crew talking shit, but it's less edited this time. This is because I'm really not bothered anymore to spend 2 weeks on a single episode that is may or may not be good enough. So yeah, I've uploaded already 2 episodes in MiriQL Games. I think the last one is absolutely hilarious because of what happened in Emerald Nightmare, so go check that out. Secondly, I will be making a new Storytales. The reason I called Storytales 3 as the finale was because it was the Montel Core finale. There are plenty of other stories to tell. And then I'll be making a new epic encounters with Malorn and Mephistroth, and that's gonna be epic encounter. War of Shifting Sands is being put on hold again. That series is bane to me. It's like when I'm working on it, I go depressed. It's taken that long to make. That's why it's making me depressed. Also, I'll be making a new tutorial on how to make the Storytales cartoon, and also a list of some common mistakes that machine makers make and how to avoid them or how to fix them. So look forward to that, and always keep your feet on the ground.